This is Tom Anderson, a New Jerseyan stuck in Allen, Texas, introducing Vince Shuta's vlog. If you don't watch this next vlog, Darth Vader will come down from the planet Vulcan and melt your brain. Watch it.
Hello again, everyone. Vince Shuta here for Shuta Multimedia, coming to you today from the Shuta Multimedia kitchens, where, sadly, we are lamenting the loss of some American icons, the Twinkies, along with their brethren in the Hostess line of cakes and breads. Allow me to consult the internet. Cupcakes, ding-dongs, ho-hos, snowballs, donettes, devil dogs, funnybones, ring-dings, yodels, Wonder Bread, Nature's Pride, Sunbeam bread, bread du jour. You know who had a tough job? The sensitivity trainer over at the Hostess marketing department. Hey Bob, I'm going down to the cafeteria to get some snowballs to go with my funny bone. You want anything? Well, if you're offering, I could really use some ho-hos to go along with my ding-dong. Really, whoever was coming up with these names needed some sort of counseling. And while it's sad that these wonderful little cakes are going the way of the dodo bird, it really shouldn't come as a terrible surprise to anybody. Because when you're looking at the Twinkies sitting right next to the Little Debbies, and the Little Debbies are half the price of the Twinkies, and you realize you're probably not getting that much more pleasure from the Twinkie, what are you going to buy? Especially when times are tough. I realize sometimes you have to treat yourself. Can't get it open! Oh yeah, there we go. 290 calories from serving, 80 calories from fat. Ah, but that's 2 cakes. So I've had a full serving just by eating these 2 cakes. Ultimately, I believe the Twinkie and the other brands will probably live on in some form or another. There's talk of other corporations taking over the brands. And of course, you can get a lot of the recipes on the internet for how to make these little wonders yourself. I was actually thinking of doing that, just actually going through the process of making Twinkies at home. I could even drag out my Julia Child impression. Be sure to keep a firm grip on the bag, so that you can squeeze an adequate amount of cream into the Twinkie. All that fell apart because of one simple fact. I can't bake. I would hate to consign any amount of the bounty provided by the good Lord to the garbage pail simply because I wanted to tell a joke. The real tragedy over the death of the Twinkie and all the other brands is we're not just talking about the loss of a little yellow cake with some sort of cream filling in it. We're talking about the loss of 18,500 U.S. jobs. That's 18,500 families that are now looking for a paycheck. It's all because the corporation and the union couldn't decide on exactly how to divvy up the pie. Or, as the case may be, a small cake. Going forward, business conditions may get, believe it or not, worse than they are now. Unless we want to bid adieu to many more American icons, such as the Twinkie. Management and labor have to work better at coming to a consensus, coming to a center point in the contract negotiations that will allow the doors to remain open. If either side tries to squeeze the last ounce of blood out of the stone, the result is failure for everyone. I'd like to thank you for sharing these last couple of cakes with me. I'm Vince Shuta for Shuta Multimedia. Have a great day, everyone. I'm just going to keep going because I don't know how much any of this is going to be useful, but we're going to give it a shot. Give it a shot. And that's funny. And try to say that 5 times fast. Enriched bleached wheat flour. And it contains, as far as allergy information, wheat, eggs, milk, and soy. Which is interesting because I think one of the things I've read online, so it must be true, is that it doesn't contain milk products, so that's why it can last for 25 days. Not necessarily the 15 years like people, or 100 years like people think that they last, but they do last a pretty good amount of time because they don't put a whole lot of milk in them. There must be some technical, they're putting some extra milk-like thing in there, or some extract of milk, some sort of voodoo. And your choice is really between, you know, try my Twinkie! There's definitely a specific special taste to these, there's no question about it.